Well, that was a lot closer than it needed to be. Let's talk about this Rangers Game 2 victory. And well, welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm Wa2K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. The Rangers just wrapped up a very tight, a little bit heart-inducing 4-3 victory over the Washington Capitals. They hold serve at the Garden, taking a 2-0 series lead, and now the series will shift to downtown D.C. for games 3 and 4 this weekend. And you could tell the Capitals were really trying to get off to a fast start in this game. They really seemed to control play for the first, I'd say, 5 to 10 minutes. Beating the Rangers to loose pucks, things like that. Connor McMichael scoring the first goal of the game 5 minutes in. I gotta say, at that point, I was feeling pretty worried, wasn't panicking yet, knew there was a long way to go, and I was just waiting for the Rangers to get it going. But 2.5 minutes later, Erik Gustafsson fires from the point, Vinny Trocheck with a beautiful deflection, and we have a 1-1 tie. And then the referees decided to take the game over. So after we had no penalties in the first 10 minutes, the referees decided to start calling everything. At one 15-minute span, there were 6 penalties called. It just got crazy at one point. Now, the Rangers' power play, that had been a little bit of a factor. As good as that power play has been all year long, they had not done well against Washington. In the 5 games they played against the Capitals this year, regular season and playoffs, the Rangers were just 1 for 14 coming into this game. Well, they get their first power play, and off of Vincent Trocheck assist, he fires a wrist shot. Mika Zibanejad fires a wrist shot past Charlie Lindgren, and the Rangers take a 2-1 lead. And then early in the second period, Matt Rempe takes a very borderline penalty, but the referees have their radar out for Rempe, and of course that leads to people on social media saying Rempe has to be sat. But anyway, Dylan ties it off of a Tom Wilson feed as he powers his way right to the net. Wilson just fed it right across the crease, and Strome was there, and that was that. And then Igor, big save Igor made. The Rangers had a power play, could not convert, and Capitals defenseman Martin Fehervary came out of the box, had a breakaway. Igor with a big save. Don't forget about that save. It was big. And so then John Carlson takes a big cross-checking penalty. It was a big one because Carlson is averaging about 30 minutes a game for the Capitals on defense. He is their absolute horse. Even though he is in his late 30s, he is the defenseman that they rely on. And with 6 seconds left, Erik Gustafsson gets his second assist of the game. He feeds Jack Roslovic to Lindgren's left. And Roslovic, I don't know how he got this puck in the net. He roofs it short side in this tiny gap right over Lindgren's shoulder. And it's a 3-2 Rangers lead. That is Roslovic's first career playoff goal in 22 games. And then things start to get a little bit crazy. TJ Oshie with a high stick on Artemi Panarin. The blade of his stick clearly hit Panarin in the face. It was at center ice. Panarin has the puck, and yet this just genius Wes McCauley-led officiating crew chooses to not call it. However, shortly after they do call Erik Gustafsson for a delay of game. Now, the Rangers on the penalty kill absolutely dominated this Washington power play. Washington could not get the puck set up, and then about halfway during that power play, Mika Zibanejad strips Alex Ovechkin, who seems to be aging quicker and quicker, strips it in the neutral zone, takes it down, passes it to Chris Kreider, who's in front, gives it back to Zibanejad on the right wing. And who's trailing the play coming right down the middle? It's Keandre Miller. He's alone in the slot, takes the pass, wrists it home. It's a shorthanded goal. At that point, the Rangers led 4-2. And at that point, I got to say, I never felt they were going to lose this game. It feels like the Capitals just don't have enough oomph. They don't have enough manpower to overcome a multi-goal disadvantage. And then it went on to the third period, and the Rangers really seemed to take that defensive approach, kind of like what the Islanders did against the Canadiens. At one point, Adam Fox had a nice toe drag on an odd man rush. Good save by Lindgren there. Later on, Artemi Panarin with a shoulder check into TJ Oshie. Looked clean. It was reviewed for a penalty. It was not called, but Oshie missed a good portion of the third period, though he did come back later. All right. So then Connor McMichael comes in. He roughs up Panarin a little bit, and he takes the penalty for Washington. Rangers go back to the power play. And then 45 seconds after that's over, this got ridiculous. 45 seconds after that penalty got killed, Nick Dowd of the Capitals takes another penalty, but the Rangers nullify that with a too many men on the ice call. And then during that 27-second power play for Washington, Hendrix Lapierre with a slap shot. It's a goal. Tom Wilson deflects it, and with 8:15 to go, the Rangers now lead 4-3. And I'm thinking to myself at this point, okay, the Rangers cannot sit back and let Washington, dictate control. They cannot let the puck sit in their end of the ice for the last 8 minutes of this game. And there were some scary moments. With 6:15 left, there was a pass from behind Igor Shesterkin by the Capitals. Nick Dowd was all alone right in front of the net, and he just didn't seem ready for a pass. Didn't have his stick in position. Puck goes all the way out of the zone. And I'll tell you, that was a huge missed opportunity for the Capitals. Panarin a few minutes later has a big chance for the Rangers, came in on a near breakaway, puts it over the net. And then with 2:48, Charlie Lindgren gets pulled. Jimmy Vesey has a perfect opportunity for an empty net goal, fires it down the ice. There's nobody near him, misses it by inches. And then the last minute, oh my gosh, this was way scarier than it had to be. But the Rangers could not get a change. They could not clear the puck. They finally do get it out with about 10 seconds. And, pretty much the last few seconds of the game, the puck was stuck behind Shesterkin. I'll tell you what, this was not the Knicks finish from the other night. This was not joy. This was just relief. This was holding on for dear life. And now, you know what? The Rangers did what they had to do. Give them credit for that. I felt they outplayed Washington for the most part. They won more faceoffs. They blocked more shots. They had more hits, had more shots on goal. But clearly, the Capitals are all about making this a physical series. Rangers have to be ready for that as they head to D.C. Like I said, they have not won in D.C. this season. They will try to do that on Friday. But I also want to give a little credit to Braden Schneider. He is just growing up. Great defensive awareness. At one point, did like a sliding block to break up a Capitals 2-on-1 during the first period. That was really impressive. Will Cooley had a great shift in the third period. Excellent forechecking, getting the pressure in on Lindgren. Want to give him his props as well. And I thought Alex Wenberg played a very, very good defensive center for the Rangers as well. Pinning the puck against the boards when he had to, making the clears that needed to be made. I thought Wenberg stuck out as well. So even though those guys didn't necessarily get the points, they did make a lot of big plays. They made a lot of the little plays you have to make when it comes to the Stanley Cup playoffs. And so now, let's see what happens in Game 3. I felt the Rangers would win the series in 5 games. Definitely you want to get the split in D.C. Capitals know they got to win both games if they're going to have any chance at winning this series. All right, well, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you with more content once I'm back in the Wicker Chair. See you later.